Hello everyone, and a very good morning to my lecturer, Sir Damien, and also my fellow friends. Okay, today I'm gonna present my work for the course called English for Occupational Purposes. This course is mostly about occupational, obviously from the name, and also like how to handle meetings and leadership. So the purpose of this video is actually I'm gonna present my infographic. So my infographic is like there is info, there's a graphic, so it's called infographic. And my infographic is based on my report, my critical response report that I do for my previous assignment, provide this assignment or assessment. So this report is like we can choose the issues in the workplace and made it into a report so that from the report I summarize it, I take out the main point into my infographic and I put some pictures on it. So before that, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Nurul Fatina Biha binti Ahmad Daud. My matrix number is 72614 and I am from group 37 of FSTS. So let's continue with presentation. So this is my infographic and I choose sexual harassment for my report and also my infographic. So backlash and victim naming, the reality of sexual harassment. Okay, what is sexual harassment? Sexual harassment, according to Equal Employment Opportunity, EEOC, sexual harassment involves unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal or physical harassment of sexual nature in the workplace. Okay. Actually, both men and women can be the victim of the sexual harassment. Yeah, sexual harassment can be not only be directed to a victim, but also like subtle way. Okay, there are a few types of sexual harassments, which are verbal, non-verbal, visual, and also physical, the common one. So physical, as we know, that is like physical contact. People touch you without your consent is physical sexual harassment. While for the verbal is like people insulting the person, the victim, and they're also making the sex jokes to the victim is called as verbal sexual harassment. It's not good actually. It affects their mental. And the visual, like the person who uh getting harassed is with been taken a picture by a person that by the harasser, like they're taking videos, pictures of the victim for their sexual desires. This also called as sexual harassment actually. Okay, the last one is non-verbal. Non-verbal is the most common actually without we knows, because like person staring at you strangely, winking at you, or even leering at you is one of the sexual harassment that should be prohibited in the workplace. Actually, there's a effect on victims of the sexual harassment. So the effect is they feel really stressed, anxiety develop, and also depression. This led them to loss of confidence and also self-esteem. So because of this, they decided to end their life early than anyone, and this can destroy their future actually. So we can say that sexual harassment is not good in the workplace. People have right to for the sexual and like the sexual harassment should be banned in the workplace. So we can proceed to the statistic based on the statistic from Police Malaysia Royal Malaysia Police, I'm sorry, PDRM. Statistics shows the number of cases from 2013 to 2017. So from the statistic, from the chart, there are gradually increased from 2013 to 2016 the number of cases that had been reported to the police, and fortunately there are decrease in numbers of cases for the sexual harassment in 2017. So police statistics show that 226 or 85% of the cases involve female victims out of 267 reports. Wow, there's so many. While there are only 41 cases or 15% that involve male victims. So actually in workplace, particularly women are getting sexually harassed by their coworkers or even their higher rank employees. They also like treated them harshly, so that made them affect their life in the future. So this actually have a solution for this kind of thing. So to overcome the sexual harassment, actually we employers need to come up with like sexual harassment policies that prohibit sexual harassment. For example, it's code of practice. Code of practice is like the company should have take serious about it, and like you need to prohibit the sexual harassment or prevent it from like occurred in workplace. Like we have the right to get a free environment from the sexual harassment actually. So the action plan, or we can call it implementation plan, the, that disciplinary rules should set out the penalties for. So if the harasser is commit the crime, so they should take responsible for that. Like the penalties that they should get is equal to the like the fault that they do, like the sexual harassment that they do to the victims, effects to the victims. While the victims actually need like seek for a consultant, like they need to report it to the Ministry of Human Resource, so to seek for a consultant so that they can recover from the traumatized that they get from the sexual harassment. So actually this kind of thing is really serious. So the companies need to be strict and take serious about this kind of things, so that there will not be a sexual harassment. Like there is no person getting sexually harassed by a person like their coworkers. So that's all from my presentation, and these are my references for my reports and also my infographic. So that's all. Thank you.